Hello, welcome back to my channel. George is here, always being a big baby. Okay, you gotta sit down. But I thought it was long overdue for me to review some of I look very pale today. I don't know why. For me to kind of give some little thoughts to some of the makeup that I purchased over the last, oh my gosh, several months. Some of it, not even purchased, just used. Oh, that was the George jump. That was the dog jumping up my lap. A lot of eyeshadow palettes. This is no surprise. These are my favorite makeup product. Hold on, let me move this so I stop bumping the table. I'm bumping this. Okay. I haven't hauled this yet, but I'm just gonna tell you about it because it's what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the Singe Beauty Paisley Hoot palette. Look at that beautiful packaging. This isn't surprising, but I'm loving this palette. It's beautiful. I feel like I have really similar eyeshadow preferences as far as pigmentation go with Angelica, so that's not really surprising that I'm a big fan of her palettes. And that also applies to the Agate Temptation palette. This is stunning. Brights and greens and oranges and reds. This is beautiful. I have all of the Singe eyeshadow palettes and they're all fantastic. No regrets there. The Glaminatrix Grounded palette. This is so beautiful. I love this. This was my first experience with Glaminatrix and I am not disappointed. These colors are fantastic. I've posted a lot of YouTube shorts and Instagram reels with this. And sometimes I feel like, I don't know how it works. I don't know how people feel about seeing the same palette over and over from the same creator. As a creator, I feel like that is what we should be doing. So hopefully people aren't bored of that, but there are several videos on my social media platforms using this palette. I tried to not allow myself to use greens in every single shade, but in every single look, but I mean, there are several beautiful greens here. These two are a little more of like a flaky texture. I don't find that those travel down my face or anything. I always use a foiling method setting spray to foil any type of shimmer eyeshadow. I didn't experience any flaking or not shedding. They stayed on my eyelids is what I'm trying to say. This is beautiful. Love, love, love. This one from Vive. This is the, I don't know why, I save the sleeve for some and I don't for others. I don't know why. This is the 90s palette. 90s. Very cool tone gray, grungy. I don't feel like I need every single gray in here. I feel like I could have done with 2 less grays and maybe it was just an 8 pan, not necessarily removing these. And maybe a little bit more of a distinction between the shimmer shades. I do love this. I love a cool tone grungy look. Apparently, I did not know this about me, but I love it. I really enjoy everything that I've tried from Vive. I really love their powder. Actually, that should be in here, but it's over there. Their powder lip product. So cool. Very interested to see like more colors in that as well. This is one from Glaminatrix. I was going to buy this palette even if it was hideous because I love Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. So I was going to buy this even if this palette was hideous. Thankfully, it is not hideous. It's beautiful. And this is a really great glam light formula. It has a huge mirror. I think there's, yeah, the plastic is still on it because I never use the mirror. But if you care about a huge mirror, there's a huge, looks like really good quality mirror in here. I don't know. This is stunning. All of these greens, all of these purples. We've got some mustardy yellows. Yes, I want all of this. These are named after places and people from Lord of the Rings. Gosh, Lord of the Rings is so good. It's so good. I just bought some nail polishes from the Little Box of Horrors collab, the theme with Lord of the Rings. And this is an entire tangent that is not related to this palette. I love this palette. It's beautiful. No regrets. Beautiful. I don't really have any regrets for any of these. Spoiler alert. I just went on a whole tangent trying to describe something in Lord of the Rings and it makes me cry every time I talk about it, so I can't talk about it apparently. But anyway, I love Lord of the Rings and I love that palette. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I'm wearing a lip stain today. Let's see if it transfers. This is the Kulfi Lassie Lips Stain Oil. I've only been wearing it a short amount of time, so I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's not dry, so that's good. I have 2 palettes from Fantasy Cosmetica. Fantasy Cosmetica is almost an automatic buy for me. I know that I shouldn't say that, and I know, and like have some self-control, but I love their palettes so much. They have such beautiful 9-pan color stories, and I love a 9-pan palette. I feel like that's the perfect size. 16, 12 and 16 is fine. I love those as well, but a 9-pan palette is just perfect. So this is the Rogue palette, and I mean, it's like they made this palette for me. Look at this green. You're trying to tell me that I was gonna see this green along with this bright green and this beautiful and I was not supposed to buy that eyeshadow palette. I don't know what kind of self-control you think I have, but I don't. Spectacular. This ambush shade in the middle. It looks very pinky in here, but in let's see. It looks a lot more gold. Oh my gosh. You're telling me I was supposed to deny myself this palette. It wasn't happening, okay? It wasn't happening. And then the Monk palette is just as beautiful, and it's golds and yellows and stop. All of these shades perform so beautifully. I have no issues with Fantasy Cosmetica formula ever, and I also just think it gets better with every palette. If you haven't tried Fantasy Cosmetica, I highly recommend it. Of course, we're getting close to Black Friday sale times, which is insane. The year just started. But I know, of course, a lot of these brands will be having Black Friday sales. So maybe just put some things on your list if you're not ready to buy. That's fine. I actually bought those. No, I didn't buy those last year, Black Friday. I bought them this year. But what I did buy last year at Black Friday is from Nomad Cosmetics. And this packaging is so beautiful. I also have their newest Pacific Northwest palette, which has a very similar cover to this one. It looks like a painted canvas. Stunning. They have the most beautiful packaging, and the imprints on there, especially the new one, there are deeper imprints, which I love because I always mess up, using the shades. Obviously, you're gonna kind of rub away the embossing. I know it doesn't matter, but I don't want to do that. So I think that the imprints and then embossing on their newer palette are like more pronounced. But anyway, the Nomad formula is beautiful. I love this color story as well. We've got reds, we've got blues, we've got yellows, we've got some beautiful shimmery. Oh my gosh. I guess I should be like a professional person. Oh my gosh. It's whitish blue and then pinky. You can't tell. They look the same in this video. I promise you they're not. One is peachy and one is shimmery blue. I love Nomad. They always do usually a tiered Black Friday sale. So I don't know how it's going to be this year, but in the past they've done, spend $100, get 20% off, spend $150, get something similar to that. I don't know what it's going to be this year, but that's another great time to pick up several Nomad palettes. They are all great quality. I have a lot of them. Okay, we have one from Gourmand Girls. This is Call of the Sirens. I love Gourmand Girls. They're based in Texas. Look at these jewel-toned mermaid shades. Absolutely stunning. Great formulas. These two are a little more like flaky textures. So again, I use a setting spray for every shimmery shade because I don't want it traveling down my face. If you don't do that, you might have some fallout. Fallout is the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of that word earlier. Foiling them really helps to kind of lock everything in place. Love that palette. The last eyeshadow palette that I'm going to talk about is from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop Entangled palette. I actually bought the entire collection because it was cheaper I wanted several things from the collection, and it was cheaper to buy everything on the Ulta website, and I also had a 20% off coupon. I got a much better deal buying the whole collection versus buying, you know, 5 of the 7 items that I wanted, or however many it was. So I already put the others away. I'm just talking about the eyeshadow palette. This is a good palette. This is not the most amazing ColourPop quality, but I think I mean, I love purples. I love Tangled. You know, I love Tangled. Is this the most amazing ColourPop quality I've ever used? No, it's not terrible by any means. It's not bad. I would say it's good, but ColourPop does have a better quality than this one. I don't regret owning it. I will still use it and sing the Tangled songs every time. Okay, so when I bought the Lord of the Rings collection, I also bought the Glamlight. Oh my gosh, there's like a whole paragraph before you talk about the product. The Lord of the Rings and Glamlight One Ring Highlighter, a duochrome masterpiece inspired by the most powerful artifact in Middle-earth. This light-reflecting highlighter infused with shimmering sparkles captures the essence of the One Ring's magical allure and complements all skin tones. Harness the power of the One Ring with a glow that's impossible to resist. So when you look at this, first of all, it has this beautiful One Ring on it and this beautiful dark blue cobalt, dark blue packaging. It looks very gold, and you think, how is this going to complement every skin tone? But I think that it actually does work really well. It looks, even in a swatch, when you pick it up on your finger, you think that's still too dark. But it almost doesn't have like a base to it, so it's a little more sheer. You can sheer this out and you have this like beautiful sheen, but not like a stripe of product on your face, you know? I forgot to put highlight on today, so we'll do this. This wasn't an essential purchase. Well, okay, none of these were essential purchases. It's makeup. You don't have to have makeup. But I do love it. And I'm glad I own it. It's my precious. It's my precious. This is a blush from CL. This was sent to me from Beauty Tap, and I never tried anything from CL before. This is the, oh gosh, what's it called? Flush and Protect SPF 45 blush. And I have the color Rush. So on the back, it says alarmingly bright pink. But in the pan, it's very toned down. I do not care about SPF in my color cosmetics. I don't care about that. That's not a selling feature for me. I think that this blush is really pretty. I think it blends well. I think it applies nicely. I think it looks pretty on my face. You can't actually see it right there. It is a buildable color, which I appreciate, especially thinking I was getting this bright pink. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a buildable color. I think that the blush is very beautiful. I probably wouldn't have purchased it. I wouldn't have purchased this for the price alone. I think this blush is like $40 or something. That's just too much for a blush for me. I don't think any formula is that amazing. But I am a drugstore lower end price point person. My sweet capybara shirt is from Amazon. A lot of my clothes are from Costco or Kohl's, super discounted with Kohl's Cash. I love a bargain, okay? I don't think anyone is going to look at this blush and go, that's an expensive blush. Whereas you might look at a shimmering eyeshadow and think, oh, that's a really nicely formulated eyeshadow. It's like, you know, I think eyeshadow is just more exciting to me in general. There's nothing wrong with this. This is beautiful. I am going to keep it and I'm going to use it. I would not have purchased it at this price point. I would not have purchased it for the SPF factor. That means less than nothing to me. I could not care less about that. But if you are someone who does care about that and you love CL and you love a high-end blush, it's lovely. For me, it's just a little bit expensive. We have one from Tower 28. This is the Get Set blush in Long Island Iced Tea. I do love this blush. I purchased another color at some point. I don't know when or where it is, but I also purchased another color. I really love this formula. They're matte blushes. Love those. We have one from ColourPop. This I think came in a mystery box, and I was so excited because I wanted these when these were first released, and they sold out immediately because it's so cute. This is the pressed powder blush in the color Forever Yours. And yeah, this is a beautiful blush as well. Not like, a blush isn't gonna change my life, guys. It's just not. It's pretty, it's buildable. I love a powder blush. I know everyone is really on like the liquid and cream blush. I love a powder blush. I just do. That being said, I also purchased the Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy Blush. This is the color Happy, so this is kind of a cream blush, but you know, kind of not. This is a really nice formula. It doesn't feel sticky or like, it feels like a cream to powder. Pretty color, really easy to apply and blend. I like that as well. This is one that I got from TJ Maxx because I like the Fenty Beauty Suede Powder Blushes, and they've been at TJ Maxx a lot lately. I don't know if that means they're going away or what, but this is the color Bacon Cakes, a neutral, like suede. Oh, I used the finger I had. Rare Beauty. Oh well. On my hand, these probably all look, oh no, they don't. That looks different. I love a neutral blush like that. I just think that is so pretty. And then last, did I talk about all the blushes? I did. Lastly, we have the Rare Beauty highlighter in Mesmerize. When I had ordered from Rare Beauty, they had sent me some incorrect things and not the things that I ordered. And I think that this was one that they sent me that I didn't order. And when they took care of my order and fixed everything, I asked, where should I send these back? And they said, just keep them because it's probably a lot more expensive to pay for shipping than it is to just write those items off as a loss. So I got a bonus highlighter. This is the Mesmerize. This is a bouncy formula highlighter. This is really pretty. Very, very like luminous. I mean, look at my wrist bone here. It is popping. Very beautiful. Love it. It will take me a lifetime to finish any of these things, but especially highlighters and blushes and eyeshadows. So that's a quick review of the makeup that I've been trying over the last few months. I'm really bad at doing these in any sort of regular capacity. Do you enjoy them? Do you want me to try to be better about doing them, you know, quarterly, every other month, monthly? I don't know. I don't always use new makeup every month. I do try to use, okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I love trying new makeup. So if you're new to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. I post makeup and nail polish, occasional book content, project panning videos, a mishmash of beauty-ish type things. If you have video suggestions, please leave those in the comments down below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will subscribe to you in my next video is what I was gonna say. I'll talk to you in my next video.